I'm thinking about this job at Taco Bell, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm being driven into the gutter again, or into the street again with my son, so I can be abused. And in that interview with the district manager, she said, so I see you've had a lot of jobs. She's looking at my resume. Here's my resume. Okay. She said you don't have much leadership experience. Okay. Let's see. Cashier at Kroger. 2.5 years. Shop assistant, stores and theater. 3 years. Close to 4, actually. Domino's Pizza. 4 years. It was really more than that. Postal Service. 6 years. Pearson. 1 year. Caddo Parish Schools. No, homeschool teacher for 5 years. Caddo Parish Public Schools for 6 years, and Linwood Charter 3 years. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 jobs on my resume. 11 years in the education field. Let's see, from 86 to 2015, 8 jobs. That's 86, 96, 96 to 06, 6 to 15. That's 29 years. 8 jobs in 29 years. Where do you get a lot of jobs out of that? And all of them are for years at a time, except for Pearson was only 1. So she was audio monitoring that interview with that district manager. Saying that I'd had a lot of jobs. Okay? 8 years, let's see, what's 8 into 29? Right, whatever. And what is the consistency? 88, let's see, 86 to 88 is about one, then 89 to 91, then overlapping stores and theater and Domino's, and then overlapping Domino's and the Postal Service. And then there's a hiatus between 98 when I got married. Or when I got married, August 5th, 1998. I still actually did work for Domino's Pizza as a door hanger for them. So that's not uncommon to see that for women that are, mothers. My son was born in 2000, and I went back to work full-time at Pearson in 2008. I actually worked several temporary jobs when Jacob was little, but they were just temporary jobs, so I don't list them on my resume, so I just leave the gap there. I could put another listing there in the middle between Pearson and the Postal Service as, a temporary assignment with temporary agencies. If I wanted to, but that's not uncommon, though. So from Pearson 08 to 09, homeschool teacher 07 to 13, Caddo Parish 09 to present for the school system, and overlapping again with charter. Okay. Very solid work history. And when I went to that job interview at Ellis Pottery, that was the first thing the woman said that interviewed me. Vicki said, she looked at my resume, she said, so you've had a lot of jobs. So, really, this is 29 years of job history, and it's 8 jobs. I don't think so. Not even close, okay? That's because those interviews were being audio monitored without my knowledge, and the persons doing the interview were making statements um, to falsify their testimony and to falsify the audio monitoring, which is perjury. I say it's their point of view. Well, most reasonable people, the common man, using common sense, would look at that and see years of job history at each job, 8 years for 29 years, you know. Just doesn't add up, does it? It's falsifying audio monitoring is what it is, and that's what is happening. There's no way that woman would have ever said that to me, and most of the time, if I ever talk to somebody, when they look at my resume, they usually say, I was so impressed with your resume. You've worked for years at the jobs that you've held, and you haven't had, a bunch of strings of jobs where you've worked there and quit. So that's what they're doing, is falsifying the documentation. She probably had the phone dialed before she sat down with me. And whoever the investigator is that's documenting these interviews, you just follow me around to see where I go, and finding out what my business is probably accessing my phone records. For all I know. I mean, I don't know, but there's no way that what that woman said could be true, that district manager for Taco Bell. And then she said I didn't have much leadership experience. Dean's list? That's not leadership. Okay, well, it's academic leadership. It means that I was excelling in academics, which people in schools that make good grades are usually regarded with high esteem by their classmates. Drama Society President, Superior Academic Writing Award. Okay. National Honor Society School Mascot, Magnet Humanitarian of the Year, and a Hobie Ambassador. Hobie Leadership Foundation. Hobie ambassadors are selected at the schools that they attend for their leadership skills and are sent to represent that school at a convention. And only one person from each school is chosen. It's usually somebody who has demonstrated leadership skills. So that shows, from at least in high school, that I had strong leadership ability and was recognized for it when I was in high school. Magnet Humanitarian of the Year. How did I get that? Humanitarian of the Year. Volunteer work. Community service. That's leadership. Substitute teacher, that's nothing but leadership. Teaching is nothing but, if it's not leadership, it's nothing else. It couldn't be. If you're not a leader, you're not a teacher. There's no